Page 81, March of the Gnomes. This has to do with a technique about rotary attack. I don't use this very often, actually. It's very, very seldom. Most of the time when I play this kind of thing, it's a controlled thing. But that's not what we're talking about here. Scales won't help you here. We're talking about transferring the weight. It's like an arpeggiated chord. Let's take a C chord. Take the first chord in the piece here. These notes, both hands. If I want to arpeggiate those, I'm going to play them one at a time. Quickly, it's a rolled chord. It's also known as a rolled chord, an arpeggiated chord, and all I do it is a broom. Well, that's what they're talking about here, except here it's not a chord, it's a phrase, it's 5 notes. Type thing. And they want you to end it with a staccato. So you're coming up. Use different notes. The point is, you're rolling it, you're not trying to control it with the fingers. As I said before, I don't use this technique very often on pieces. Most of the time, the fingers actually are controlled. But this is an uncontrolled roll. You just, whatever. That's the technique they're trying to teach you, so that's what I'll cover. That's what it is. You may never use it again, but here you go. So, starting with the right hand here. 2/4 time, C major. It's just a wrist staccato. Watch the fingering. And then this roll. See, the kicker is they want you to do it in time. And so when you do it slowly, you got to roll slowly. They're not necessarily going to be even. It's the technique. Roll it. Don't try and finger it. Just roll it. And then the half note is accented. And then going on, it's 2/5 on the D, A. Second line. Now you're going to roll up, staccato on it. Get the F sharp, F natural. Then the left hand does that. That's really about all it is, just this. And the left hand is doing about the same thing. So at the beginning, it's 2/5 to start with. And you put the hands together. They don't give you any fingering in the left hand. You're here, and you can stay here with 2/4 at the beginning of the second line. Third line, bass clef in the right hand. You're down there, and then you're back to treble clef. And that's the rest. You've had that. Now the last line, look at this. Here. Very soft. Now medium loud. Stay there. See the accent at the beginning of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th measure over? There's an accent in the right hand. And again in the next measure, there's an accent on the first beat in the right hand. This is loud. And then very loud at the end. They're starting out medium loud at the beginning, and it's sort of, I'm tempted to say it's the top note in the right hand, but I'm going to say play them all about the same. Because this inner voice, these inner voices are important too, so just play them all. And it's telling you forearm staccato is what they want. They don't want a wrist staccato, which I told you to do. They want you to use your arms. I think a wrist staccato would do it, but they want you to use forearm staccato, so okay, well, use the forearm. You're hinging at the elbow, you're coming down. Don't stiffen the wrist. Let the wrist still collapse a little bit, so it's here. You don't have to come way up. I'm exaggerating for the camera. It's just a little motion. And again, forearm staccato. And I would keep the forearm staccato going. In the dynamics, you can see the dynamics. You got louds and medium louds, and there's there's a very, very soft at the bottom, which is, yeah, it's a nice contrast. Allegretto is, it's a little slower than Allegro, but faster than moderate. It's a range, you have to feel it. So it's like, well, so you sort of get the idea of what it is. It's got to be fast enough that you can roll those 16th notes and they sound halfway decent, because you can't do that slowly. They don't roll real well slowly, because you don't want to use fingers, you're rolling it. So going faster is better. I think an Allegro really is a better speed to play this on the fast side of Allegretto. It's here. See, last line. And have fun with it, just bleh. And that's this piece. I'm not going to do a play with me on this. This notes are pretty straightforward. The accidentals you can get, the stuff you can get is this rolling thing. And if they're putting in pedal on some of these half notes, I disagree. I'd leave pedal out. You don't need pedal. If you want to use pedal, go right ahead. Just lift up the pedal before you play the notes in the next measure. So there's silence. Don't connect them. Yeah.